I heard the single mother, not single mother, but the teen pregnancy rate was going down. Do you think women in your age group are more likely to get married and have kids out of wedlock, or just refrain from having kids altogether?
I honestly think that this generation is cooked when it comes to any form of relation. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's a cold world out here. I'm 27, no kids, single, and I'm not even. I wouldn't even say that I'm searching right now, just because of the mindset of a lot of women at my age.
Well,
So
as you can see, you got to be making more than 55K, right?
damn
No, he
near.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Oh shit, y'all just proved that you gotta make more than
No, I didn't. I only went with the first choice because guess what? The first choice wasn't a bad option, and I'm the type of person where if
the
someone
first
has a,
choice had 190K.
that's not what I was looking about though. That's not what I was looking at though. I was
But
also
what?
looking at we do the same things. Like I'm not a
I think is
total
what
different.
sold her. Yeah, I knew it was
Like
gamer.
that right there. When I saw the gamer, I was like, okay, this guy's cool. And then when I saw
I should have put that
introverted,
nigga last.
another
That's
thing
what I
is when
should
I
have did.
saw another thing what I saw was a virgin. Do you know why I like that? I like that because I was like, damn, this person has dick discipline. This person is able to take himself and get to new
What?
heights. No, I'm dead ass. Like a
That
virgin is
nigga
not a turn off. Like a virgin is not a
that
turn off at
no
all.
a
Like
30 no a 31
he
year old
doesn't
is
have no, you know
no
what I
no
mean?
no
He's
no
less
no
I
no
likely to
no
think
have
I think
STDs.
think it'd be like a more of a power trip for you as a woman, because it's more
yeah,
so
she better
like
groom him.
I get to groom him to do what I want for me. He's
I mean,
never
it's
done
not about.
anything before. He's
Kelly
never done anything before.
That
So
nigga's a
once
big
you say
simp
what you tell him to
in the
do, he's
making.
gonna do it. If he
a
knows
30
that,
No, I mean,
a
come
30
on. I'm sure
no a
he's watched
31 year
like
old
videos.
wait
He
wait
knows
wait
what he wants to do.
no
Like,
you
no
can't get
like,
stuck in that virtual shit, because then you ain't gonna know what the real shit is.
a
That's one thing
30
for
a
but
sure.
when you
31
get the real shit, it feels amazing, right? I mean, at the
Kelly
end of the day, what? I'm not
a
gonna.
31-year-old does not have that's a virgin does not have dick discipline. He just nobody wants to fuck him.
Okay, well then guess what? I'll fuck with him. I'll fuck with him if nobody else wants him. You know why? Because guess what? At the end of the day, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Same thing with the woman.
That
Like,
girl got
who's to
all
say?
the
Who's to say
sayings
this
and
person could have?
passages.
I mean, no, but for me, I don't give a fuck because if you're a cool person and you're down to earth, I didn't see anything wrong with him. That's the thing is that this is why I chose him because a lot of times we get a really good option. And because we want to know what's on the other side, or we want to know if the grass is greener, instead of just greening our own grass, nurturing our own grass, we want to go on the other side. And then look, all the other options were dubs. All the other
Yeah,
options were
I came
dubs.
for her. She did make the best selection, and it was
I
sensible
get it. You made the
No, she
for
best
her
made the
selection, but
best
the
reasons.
other four
selection, but
women, what did they do?
He had the
Immediately
most
Because I
switched
know
up.
stability
what
out
I
of all of
want.
them.
I
he
know what I want, though.
he
I'm not looking for a certain. You don't have to be the fucking. Oh, you have to be this. You have to be that. No, you just have to know where you're going.
Take
You have to be
yourself
able.
out of it.
yeah, right, Kelly.
So
You're talking
so,
about you. We're talking.
Darwin, look though, check it out. What do we advise women to do? If you say if you would have described that dude, let's say she came to you for a counseling session or whatever, and then he said everything, she said everything about him or whatever, it describes stability. I would have told her to go for it, like,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah, most definitely. I'm not saying he's not a bad choice. I'm just saying if you look at the majority of the women,
Two
they
parent
didn't that
household.
that dude that made 55 didn't get no play until they ran out of options. Until their last option was a 57-year-old sugar daddy.
At the end of the day, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, but I can't speak on what other people would want. I'm pretty sure there are other women like myself that would pick number one as well. I just feel that, like, it's
Bullshit.
just, you guys asked on our
Bullshit.
personal preference.
I'm
No,
trying to tell
listen,
you.
you
not in
guys
this generation.
asked, you guys
We've been
asked
in this
based on
space for a
my
long time,
personal,
Kelly.
okay,
Kelly.
but you asked based on my personal preference. You said, who would
No,
Callie choose?
No.
we
Okay.
believe
And
you,
Okay.
but we
I,
don't
look,
believe there are a lot of women that would have also picked that.
Yes,
That's
Kelly.
Yeah,
straight up cap.
We
the
believe
vast
you.
majority.
We
Kelly, you've been
believe
in this
you would
space
pick
long
number
enough. You
one.
really saying that most people would have picked the dude that make 55K per year.
That 1 point
I
that
think there will
6 mil.
be, I think
That's
the way he
5'7".
looks, I think with
Yeah,
the
he
way he
5'7" too.
Wait,
Now
what do you
he's talking
mean?
about
I
number
was talking
one.
about the second dude. I thought you were
The
talking about
second
the
dude was the
HVAC.
second dude was
I know
6'2",
a lot of women that will
300
date
pounds.
the way he looks. Like a lot of women, if he were to approach a woman and to have charisma and take her out and stuff like that, I know a lot of women that would go off of him just by the way he looks. Like not knowing anything if he approached a woman. And then as long as he's taking care of them, I don't think that they would really be like, oh, you make less than me, as long as he's like doing whatever it is that.
Yeah.
Callie, who gonna get the most women out that group of men?
I think the one that's gonna get the most was the fourth guy, the guy that like has the real estate or whatever. That guy or the sugar daddy.
Why?
Nah, or the D boy. The D boy is him and the D boy.
I was
What
gonna
you talking
say,
about?
I was
He
gonna
making
say
five
that.
figures.
Oh yeah, no,
Girls
yeah,
like
the
the
D. I was
girls-
talking about that. Yeah, the
women like
third
the
one.
bad boys,
The
man.
third one. Yeah.
They like the
third
bad
one.
boys, man.
Fat
They don't
man.
like the good guys. They like the bad guys.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with good guys. I choose a good guy.
The number one guy is he is objectively the best option to be a husband. Objectively.
And that's what I want.
Wait, that's what you want.
And Mike said he would have got abused in that relationship.
He would not. I would
had
never.
no experience with women.
Wait.
Introverted.
He would be in heaven. I'd be like the girl. Like
You're not doing it right.
You gonna get bored of that nigga because he ain't gonna be able to show you no experience.
Listen, you can never get bored with Callie. Like, and I can never get bored because I'm gonna make sure we have a good time.
In Wife's point, you would have got bored of him.
No, honestly, I would. What the fuck else is out there? We just talked about. There's nothing else out there.
So
like,
if you putting it in your belly button, you telling me that
putting it in my belly button is great. I would look at it and I'd be like, no, honey, that's not where it goes.
God damn, the dude watched porn before, man. I'm sure that he know where to go.
He knows where to go. Like,
I didn't mess up my
First of all, that's not where you mistakenly put it at. It's one other place.
Listen, there's other, and 9 times out of 10,
you can't do that by mistake.
9 times out of 10, I'll probably be the one being like, this is what you got to do. And trust me, he's going to do it.
Because I was watching Don't Be a Menace, and I think they started off with the
that movie was funny. I love that movie.
He made a mistake and put it in the wrong hole.
You can't do that in real life.
Nah.
That's happened to me before. That's happened to me before.
By mistake?
By mistake, yeah. It was by mistake.
What? You ain't doing that by
It was by mistake. No, it happened to me before.
That was not a mistake.
No, it was a mistake.
But
it didn't go in the belly button. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you know, we gotta understand.
I thought she was about to explain how that happened.
No.
Whoa.
no. Y'all ain't gonna get me. No.
We want answers.
No.
The sharp gonna get you.
No.
We don't believe you.
Listen. What I want, I know it might be rare, might not be rare. I know a lot of women that think like me. So to me, that's the majority. And to me, what matters is what is it that you're looking for. If you're looking for money, you're gonna, of course, find a man with money. If you're looking for stability, that I just want like someone that's going to love me for myself, because that's hard to find. Someone that truly loves you, is about you, is for you, and wants to see you grow just as much as you want to see them grow. That's really hard to find. And if I have the opportunity to have that, I wouldn't take it for granted. And that would be one lucky motherfucker.
So Callie, here's the problem, right? You said a lot of women. Well, first things first, you said it didn't matter about the money. So let's take that money out. If you saying 55,000 would have been cool, right?
That's fine. That's all you need.
All right,
that's
great.
like
and you're saying that women think like you. So you think that a good portion of most women who think like you are going to say, okay, I'm going to take a guy who's 5'7", making $55K, gamer, virgin. Like, there's so many of those men available. It's sickening.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's not what I said, though. You got to reiterate exactly what I said. I said that I might be an anomaly, but for me, the women that I hang out with, my majority of women, we don't care about those things because we've dated men with a lot of money. You know what I mean? We understand what comes with that. I'd rather, like I said before in my previous times of being here, I don't care about where you're at. It's not about where you're at right now. It's about where the fuck we're going to be in 5 years. And I'm going to tell you right now, that IT guy, 5'7" virgin that's making $55K a year, give him fucking 5 years. Give him 5 years and see where the hell he's at, which is probably going to surpass.
He was making
a lot of those men on the roster.
He was making 195. But
No. I took that out. No, I took that out because she said she didn't care about the money. So that's why I minused it. She said she didn't look at it for the money.
Exactly. At one point in his life, he might have just been at 25K. At one point
in
his life, he might have been.
See, the way it was proposed is that's what it is. You can't build a bear. In this particular situation,
it's not about building bear. He's going to build himself. You're just there with him as support.
No, let's say he's not doing that. There are most men don't really elevate in their careers. That's just how it goes. That's real life for most of us.
Next to them.
Trev, here's the tripped out part. You don't actually have to use Callie. We don't even have to try to figure out who her friend group is. We had 5 women on the panel, and they all passed up on him. They passed up on him and the second dude. That means 1 in 5 women chose that dude. That means over 80% of the women that we saw right in front of us, and I'm sorry, if you looked at the chat at the time in which he was put up there, all the women in the chat also said pass.
You're just the 2%, Callie. You're just the 2%.
You are an anomaly.
That's
They were not picking him.
Most women do not think like that.